Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I am Priyanka Chaudhary. Today I am going to share with you very simple and easy techniques that will surely make you speak in English. Well, this technique is going to work for all those people who are able to understand spoken English, who can read and write English. The problem is with speaking only. And the people who feel quite hesitation talking to others in public or talking to strangers, means when the moment comes they have to speak, they speak very less, and because they do not practice, this is the reason they are facing this issue. So these all techniques are really going to help you practice speaking English, and trust me, believe me, that if you are going to practice speaking English using these three techniques for a month at least, every day without taking a break, without discontinuing the process of speaking English, then you are going to see the difference in your spoken English skills yourself, that where were you before and where you are going to be just after 30 days. Let me tell you that these three techniques that I'm going to share with you are little demanding, and these demand three things from you. First, your 100% efforts. Second, you have to accept this challenge of speaking in English. Do not at all feel like giving up speaking English. Do not at all feel like I make a lot of mistakes, I'm not getting words, and there are some pronunciation problems with me, so I just want to give it up. I will try something else. No. Accept this challenge that I will do it no matter how it goes. Alright. So this is the second demand. And the third thing is that these techniques will compel you to think in English. So make sure the moment you are going to perform these techniques, get some ideas in your head in English only. Do not think in your native language. Alright. So make sure that you are going to follow these three things. Well, now how are you going to perform these techniques? I will be demonstrating you as well. So do not miss any part and be with me till the end of this video to get the best out of this video. Well, so are you guys ready to learn and to practice speaking English with me? If yes, then let's begin. So here is technique number 1. Start describing pictures. Yes, start describing pictures. Describing pictures are really going to help you speak English. How? It will help you to frame sentences, it will help you to use different vocabularies for different pictures, and this will also help you to improve your pronunciation skills. The moment you will be speaking, you will be starting pronouncing the words maybe correctly or incorrectly. You will get to know only when you will speak. So the pictures can be anything. I mean, you can pick any picture, whether the pictures from your own phone or the pictures which are there hanging on your wall in your bedroom or in your kitchen or anywhere. And if you are accustomed to reading newspaper, so there are also pictures, all right, printed in the newspaper. Start describing the pictures which are there. Now let me tell you how can you do this activity. So here, let me show you my phone. So I'm going to have a look at the picture which is there in my phone. So you can see this is the wallpaper of my phone. All right. Now I'm going to describe this picture. So this is a heartwarming, loving and cute picture of my son and I. I clicked this picture I think 1.5 years ago, and it was summer season. And so I thought to take my son on my terrace. He was actually feeling and getting bored within the four walls of the house. So I took him on the terrace, and there I was feeling fresh air. The wind was blowing. So in order to get fresh air and in order to breathe in the fresh air, I just went on my terrace with my son, and there he became so happy going on terrace. It was the evening time. I just love watching sunset actually. So there he was just running here and there. So I just caught my son around my arms. I held him tightly, as you can see in the picture, and he never sits at one place. He's never ever stays at one place and he is really mischievous. So I just held him tightly around my arms and I clicked this picture myself. So you can see these specs that I'm wearing here. These are not the real specs. Actually, I clicked the picture using an app that is Snapshot. So there are so many filters. So I used one of the filters that had specs. So from there, I actually got the specs in this picture. So I set this picture as a wallpaper because I really find this picture very very special to me. This picture tells everything, that how much I love my son and how much happy he is looking in this picture. I mean, it is really very hard for me to get his picture clicked when he's actually looking at the camera and smiling. He does not smile looking at the camera. He feels shy and he makes funny faces all the time. So that's why this is one of the picture. I think this is only the one picture where I am with my son and we are actually facing the camera and giving nice pose. So yes, this is why I set this picture as my home screen wallpaper. And he was wearing a cord set, as you can see, sky blue color. I was wearing a long flower dress and we were really enjoying the weather there. We were talking, we were playing games. So it is like that. So you just saw me speaking about this picture. This was the only picture and I was speaking a lot. And I did not speak very, as you were listening to me, you found me speaking and using very simple basic English words, right? That's what you also have to do. Do not think too much of using fancy English word, advanced English words for speaking. You can use it later, but initially when you are going to begin speaking, try using basic English, simple sentences. Do not stress yourself too much for using advanced English phrases and sentences. All right, if you will be doing it, you will stop speaking because you are expecting too much from yourself in the very beginning. All right, so try to focus speaking basic English sentences. Just pick any picture from your phone or from anywhere and then start speaking on that picture. Just speak anything that is coming into your head. All right, and try not to take pause for more than 3 seconds. Okay, so just continue speaking for 5 minutes at least. Now let's move on to the second technique. Second technique is all about answering different questions, specifically open-ended questions. Now in this technique you have to pick again any 3 or 5 questions. Okay, I would advise you to begin with answering 3 questions first. So just pick any 3 open-ended questions. Now what do I mean by open-ended questions? Open-ended questions are basically those questions that actually demand a descriptive answer for you. All right, you cannot just simply finish answering these questions by saying yes or no. Okay, so you have to give answer in detail. So pick these 3 type of questions that require a detailed answer. All right, now you might be thinking, from where will I be getting these questions? There are so many questions that you can find on Google, online. I will be sharing with you a list of these questions you can see on your screen. All right, so pick any 3 questions out of this and then start answering these questions yourself. And again, target speaking for at least 3 minutes. All right, if you can speak more than that, that's really awesome. Now how can you speak? Let's have a look at the demonstration. So now I have chosen 3 questions for myself that I am going to answer. So question number 1 is, what do you enjoy most about learning English and how do you think it will benefit your life? Well, the most enjoyable part that I feel about learning English is that it actually learning English actually makes us or enable us to connect with the other people. So this is the best part about learning English, I guess, that just by knowing this language, English, which is actually a global language, it is widely spoken language in the world, you can connect with those people whom you do not know at all, and these people are from different background and different cultures. I mean, if you do not know this language, then how will you be able to communicate with these people, right? So this is the best part about learning English that I feel really exciting, and it has actually benefited me a lot, because just because of this language I can connect with those people whom I don't know, and I can build deep relations with them just by using this language. And the next question is, can you share a particularly challenging experience you have had while learning English and how you overcame it? Well, the most challenging part about learning English was for me to understand the textbooks in English and to understand the movies in English. So that was the really challenging part initially. I could not understand my English books, and when I went to my college there, understanding my English textbooks, the novels and plays, everything was written there in English, and that contained a lot of vocabulary and the difficult English words. And when I was reading my plays in English, their very old English was the part of my syllabus, so I had to understand that as well, the very old archaic English. So comprehending the English textbooks was really challenging for me, and understanding the English movies, the accent and the idioms that they use while speaking, communicating with each other in the movies, that was really hard for me to understand. So yeah, this was the challenging part. Now, how did I overcome this problem of mine? By practicing. So as the English words were the problem for me, so I started finding out their meaning, and then I started using these words in my sentences in terms of writing and then speaking. And whenever I wanted to understand English movies, I started again finding the meaning of the difficult words, and I tried to understand and to comprehend the meaning just by looking at the plot, the characters, their expressions. I tried to understand what they actually wanted to convey to the other character in the movie. So this is how I overcame this problem of mine. And here is the third question that I'm going to answer for you. And the third one is, what do you think are some common misconceptions about learning English, and how would you debunk them? Well, the common misconception about learning English are not only one, there are so many, I believe so. The first one is that if you want to speak English, you have to know the right accent. Means there are some people who think that we have to speak just like native English speakers they speak. We have to follow their accent. I mean, for speaking English, it is compulsory, mandatory to learn American accent or British accent. So this is just a misconception. It is not at all required. We should love and we should cherish our Indian accent of speaking English, right? So we should not think about copying them and their accent. We have our own Indian accent. So just be happy with this, and you must be full of content using and speaking your Indian English accent. So this is the first misconception. Language can be spoken in any accent. There is no issue. What you need to focus is that you need to focus on the right pronunciation of the words. The pronunciation must be correct, but it is not at all mandatory to follow the accent. Accent is different, all right? So just stick to the right pronunciation of the words only. That's it. The next misconception that I feel is that there are a lot of English learners who feel like if you want to become fluent in English, you want to speak like native English speakers, or you want to be fluent, you want to speak English comfortably, smoothly, you have to visit an English speaking country. Only then, just by getting that English speaking environment, you can speak like them. This is again a misconception. I really condemn this idea, and I really do not like this idea, and I really do not agree with this thought of people. And because I have seen a lot of people speaking English without having English speaking environment. Just leave about others. I myself did not get English speaking environment around me in my initial days, specifically during my school days. So there was no English environment around me, but still I managed speaking English. So you also can do it. And if you will find watching English speakers, Indian English speakers, then you will see that there are so many people from villages. They are also speaking English fluently, brilliantly. Then what do you think about these people? They are not visiting an English speaking country, but they are speaking English fluently. So this is completely, I would say, completely wrong and completely illogical reason that you cannot speak English fluently, you cannot be fluent without getting English speaking environment. This is completely wrong. And the third misconception that I feel about learning English is that there are some people who think that if you want to learn English, then you should learn English from a native English speaker only. A native English speaker can teach you better English. That's right. I am not denying that that's wrong, but it is not at all like this is the only way and this is the only person. Native English speakers are the only people who can teach you speaking English better. No. But you know what I feel? I feel like learning English from a non-native English speaker is far better than learning English from a native English speaker. It is just because the emotions and the feelings and the connection that you will have learning English from a non-native English speakers, you will not be having that same connection and comfortability zone there learning English from a native English speakers. There will be higher chances of not able to understand them because of their accent and pronunciation. You will not be able to get what they are actually saying. Then there will be some differences in understanding the slangs. You will not be able to understand the words and sentences and the slangs. Basically they use slangs too much in their speech. So this is again another problem. All right, so there will be a lot of misunderstanding issues, I guess. So I feel like learning English from a non-native English speakers is far better than learning English from native English speakers. So yes, this is the third misconception that people are facing. And yeah, this is how I share my take on this topic. So I just explained that how can you practice answering these questions. Now it is your turn to pick 3 questions. Begin with 3 questions and start answering them at least for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, your choice. And here is technique number 3, and this is start narrating your daily routine. So before you go hit the sack, means at night before sleeping, you have to start speaking in English. And what are you going to do in this? Start telling yourself that what did you do the entire day? How did your day actually go? When did you wake up? What did you do after that? And how was the day at your workplace? When did you return home? And did you like the food or anything? Whatever happened with you that day, did you enjoy that day or not? Was that day bad for you? Anything. Just start talking to yourself just for 5 minutes before sleeping. So I'm just asking you to do this activity just for 5 minutes. Talk to yourself, tell yourself that what happened with you and how was your day. This is going to help you in many ways. First, obviously speaking English. By doing this you will start thinking in English and then speaking in English. Next, it is going to help you to improve your memory. Yes, when you will start recalling all the things that happened throughout the day, you will somewhere start polishing your memory. Okay, and it is also going to help you to think about yourself. That what most of the time we do not think too much about ourselves. We think too much about others, and we keep watching a lot of reels on Instagram, on Facebook, and we keep thinking and watching what is happening in the lives of others, but we never pay attention on our life. What is happening in our life? What are actually we doing? Are we happy or not? What I did? All right, So by doing this, we are actually going to look at our own life, our own day, and how did you feel, were you happy or not throughout the day. So this is important for multiple reasons. So start narrating your routine every day just before going to bed. Now let me demonstrate you how can you do this. So as actually I'm shooting this video, I think around it is 1 p.m. So this is actually afternoon time and it is 1 p.m. I'm shooting this video. So till now what have I done, I'm going to tell you. So I actually got up in the morning around 8 a.m. and this was too late. My father was literally shouting on me and telling me that, Priyanka, just get up now, it is 8 a.m. how long will you sleep? So just I got up and actually I got up late. This is not my regular timing of getting up. I usually get up around 6:30, but today I got up really late. And after that I did some household chores and then I washed my face, brushed my teeth, I took a glass of warm water. This is I do on the regular basis, and I was really excited to shoot this video today. So my son keeps disturbing me all the time, and this is the reason I cannot provide you the videos every day. So it takes me 2 to 3 days to upload the videos. This is the reason, and he is actually not going to school. So today what I did is I sent him with my mother somewhere so that I can get the time to shoot this video of mine. So this is what I have done till now. I have done my breakfast as well. So because it was raining today, I had pakoras in my breakfast along with sauces. So this is what I had in my breakfast, and now at this time I am shooting, sitting in front of you, talking to you and sharing these 3 techniques. So this is how I have just shared my routine till now, that what have I done. So this is what you need to do as well. Start talking to yourself, talk to yourself as much as you can, and trust me, you are the moment you will be doing it regularly, okay, when you will be accustomed to this habit of speaking to yourself on the regular basis, you will really start enjoying this. You will really start loving speaking to yourself in English. So that's it. I have just shared with you all these 3 techniques that will surely make you speak in English. Now I would love to listen from you and have your feedback, that how did you feel watching this video, and how is your reaction, how is your feedback, which activity are you going to try, which technique you are going to try after watching this video. Did you find this video useful or not? Please let me know in the comment. And if you found this video really insightful, valuable, then do not forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and share this with your friends. Thank you so much for joining me till the end. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.